Imagine a world where the word impossible no longer exists. A world where the most complex diseases, the ones that have haunted humanity for centuries, are cured in a single afternoon. Imagine a future where poverty is solved, not by charity, but by infinite automated production. Where the energy to power our entire civilization is as clean and as abundant as the sunlight hitting the ocean. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. This is the world of AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. For a long time, we saw AI as nothing more than a series of algorithms, hidden in the background, filtering our emails or suggesting the next word on our screens. But that era is officially over. We aren't just using tools anymore. We are witnessing the birth of a mind. Economists call it the $15 trillion prize. But money is just the beginning. We are talking about a total upgrade to the human experience. Imagine a scientist that never sleeps, reading every medical paper ever written, and designing a new heart for a patient in seconds. Imagine an engineer that can design a zero-emission city while you're having breakfast. This is why the world's superpowers are moving so fast. They aren't just fighting for money. They are fighting for the keys to a new golden age. We have spent thousands of years struggling to survive. We have fought over land, oil, and gold. But AGI changes the rules of the game. It moves us from a world of not enough to a world of more than enough. In this video, we are going to look past the fear. We are going to explore the massive infrastructure, the secret nuclear deals, and the brilliant minds that are building this utopia. Welcome to TechLogix Stories. Why is every nation on Earth suddenly obsessed with AGI? The answer is a number that is hard to even comprehend. $15 trillion. To put that in perspective, that is more than the combined GDP of almost every country in Europe. But we need to understand why this wealth is being created. In the old economy, wealth was built on labor and resources. You needed more workers, more oil, or more land to grow. AGI shatters this model. For the first time in history, we are decoupling intelligence from human beings. When you have an AI that can perform any cognitive task, the cost of expertise drops to zero. Imagine a world where high-level legal advice, advanced architectural design, and complex financial coding are available to everyone, instantly, for the price of a few cents. This is the economy of abundance. We are moving from a world where we fight over slices of a pie to a world where the pie grows infinitely every single day. This is why companies like Microsoft and Meta are spending hundreds of billions on infrastructure. They are building the factories of the future. But these aren't factories for cars or clothes. They are factories for ideas. The first country to master this will have an economic engine that never stops. They will be able to outproduce, out-innovate, and outgrow any rival. As the cost of intelligence disappears, we can solve global problems like irrigation in deserts, efficient logistics to end hunger, and the optimization of every supply chain on the planet. The $15 trillion is just the starting line. We are entering an age where the only limit to our wealth is our imagination. To build a mind that can think for the entire world, you need a power source that can fuel the entire world. This is the physical reality of the AGI race. Behind the clean interfaces and the lines of code, there is a massive, invisible hunger for electricity. Today, a single AI data center can consume as much energy as 1 million homes. Our old electrical grids, built for the 20th century, are simply not enough. This has triggered what historians may one day call the atomic renaissance. The titans of Silicon Valley are no longer just buying software companies, they are buying nuclear power plants. In a move that shocked the world, Microsoft recently signed a deal to resurrect the dormant reactor at 3 Mile Island. Why? Because AGI training never sleeps. It needs a power source that is constant, clean, and massive. Google and Amazon are following suit, investing billions into a new generation of small modular reactors. But this isn't just about surviving a power shortage. This is about the ultimate dream of humanity: nuclear fusion, the power of the stars brought to Earth. Companies like Helion and OpenAI are racing to master the art of fusing atoms to create near-infinite, zero-carbon energy. Imagine the consequences. When AGI is fueled by fusion, energy becomes effectively free. We can desalinate the oceans to turn deserts into forests. We can remove every ton of carbon from our atmosphere. We can power missions to Mars without ever running out of fuel. The nuclear reactors of today are the heartbeats of the AGI of tomorrow. We are not just building a brain, we are building the sun to keep it alive. We have reached a strange moment in history. To build the world's most powerful mind, we gave it everything. We fed it every book ever written, every line of code, and every video on the internet. But now we have hit a wall. Scientists call it the data wall. We have simply run out of high-quality human information to give to the machines. Some feared this would be the end of progress, that the AI would start to repeat itself and become less intelligent. But they were wrong. This wall is not a dead end. It is a doorway to something much greater. Because when the AI ran out of human data, it started to create its own. This is the era of synthetic data. Imagine a digital world where the AI creates its own simulations to learn from. It builds millions of virtual laboratories, testing chemical reactions that have never been seen by human eyes. It runs billions of mathematical proofs, discovering new patterns in the universe that we didn't even know existed. Think of it like a flight simulator for the mind. A pilot doesn't need to crash a real plane to learn. They use a simulator to face every possible scenario. Now, AGI is doing the same for every field of science. It is no longer just a student of human history. It is becoming its own teacher. By generating its own perfect textbooks and reasoning through its own logic, the AI is escaping the limits of human mistakes. We are moving past the era of imitation and into the era of pure reasoning. This is how we solve the unsolvable, the cure for aging, or the formula for limitless materials. We are witnessing the birth of a mind that can learn 1,000 years of science in a single day. The wall has fallen, and behind it lies infinite knowledge. Everything we have discussed leads to a single moment in time. Scientists call it the Singularity. It is the point where artificial intelligence becomes capable of improving itself, faster than any human ever could. For some, this moment sounds like the end of a story, but in reality, it is the beginning of the most beautiful chapter in human history. We are standing on the bridge between two civilizations. Behind us is a world of struggle, disease, and scarcity. In front of us is a world where humanity is finally free to be human. Imagine a life where you no longer work to survive, but you create because you love to. AGI will handle the logistics, the construction, and the calculations. This means our children will grow up in a world where poverty is a word found only in history books. We will have the tools to clean our oceans in a year, to regrow forests in a month, and to build cities that live in perfect harmony with nature. But the most exciting part isn't just what happens on Earth. AGI is our ticket to the stars. It will design the engines that take us to distant planets, and the life support systems that keep us safe in the deep vacuum of space. We are moving from being a planetary species to a galactic one. We are the generation that gets to build the fire that lights up the dark. We are the architects of the last invention. This is not something to fear. It is the greatest gift we have ever given to ourselves. The $15 trillion is just the fuel. The destination is a world of infinite potential. The future is not coming. It is already being built. And at TechLogix Stories, we will be here to document every step of this incredible journey. Welcome to the Golden Age. Welcome to the future.